There lived a man named James in a village Morodoc. He used to work in others' fields to earn his living. His wife Stella and his son Robert lived in his family. They were poor but very happy in their life. They used to work hard to earn.
Hey Stella, please serve the food fast. I have to go to work early tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. Just 5 minutes more.
After a while Stella serves the meals, and everyone sleeps after eating.
Hey, why do you have to go early tomorrow?
Dear, tomorrow there is lot of work to do in the field, so I'll go there early.
Okay.
Now stop talking and go to sleep.
The next day James goes to the field before sunrise and starts working. It got evening and dark. James was about to leave the field when he suddenly stepped on a snake and the snake bit James. James started shouting loudly. Since it was evening, everyone was indoors after getting back from their fields, and so nobody could hear James shouting. After some time James fell unconscious. Next day few people to the field and saw James lying unconscious in the field. Villagers go near James.
Hey James bro, get up. What happened to you?
But James didn't get up. Then one man looked at his feet.
James bro was bitten by a snake. See the marks on the foot.
Everybody takes James to his home.
Oh, what happened to my husband? Why did you all bring him in this way?
Then one man tells the facts to Stella. Listening to all this, Stella felt to ground at her feet.
Oh my God. What did you do? What will I do now? How will I feed my family?
Stella started crying. Now the house responsibility was completely on Stella. Now Stella started working in a field and earn her living. Few years passed. Now Robert started to go to school.
Ma, please give me my tiffin fast. I'm getting late to school.
Yes, my son. I'm bringing it.
Stella brings tiffin and hands it to Robert. Time passed. Robert started to go college. He never felt sorry for his mother conditions, and he had become irresponsible.
Hey friends, why not we go for a picnic tomorrow? Yeah, sure. We will have lots of fun.
Saying this, all his friends go home and Robert sits there thinking.
I have agreed to go to the picnic. But from where I'll get the money?
Robert, immersed in this thought, comes home and tells his mother.
Ma, I need 5,000 rupees tomorrow.
Hey, son. Why do you need so much money? And I don't have that much money, son.
Ma, I don't know anything. You do anything, but give me money till evening. Otherwise, I will not come home.
Hey, son. Don't do this. I really don't have that much money with me.
Ma, do anything. I want the money at any cost.
Okay, my son. I will do something. Stella
gets worried on how to get so much money. She goes to the owner of her fields and asks for half the money as loan. But even there was shortage of money. Now Stella goes to her neighbor and asks for some loan. And anyhow she gathered 5,000 rupees.
Ma, give me the money, fast.
Yes, my dear son. I will give it to you right now.
Stella gives the money to Robert. Both of them go to sleep after having dinner. Other day Robert leave with his friends for picnic.
Son, be careful and keep your money safe.
Yes, Ma. I'm not a small kid now.
Robert leaves home and all the friends catch the bus to go to picnic. Robert looks a girl in the bus and he likes her. Robert starts talking to her.
Hi, I'm Robert. What's your name?
I'm Grace.
After talking to her, starts to loving her, but Grace was a very angry girl. After getting back from the picnic, Robert brings Grace his home.
Ma, see who is with me.
Who is she, son?
Stella looks Grace, but Grace was looking at her angrily. After staying for a while, Grace leave their house.
Ma, did you like Grace? I'm going to marry her.
Son, I do not think this girl is good for you. You will find a far better one.
You don't teach me. If I ever get married, it will be with Grace.
Okay, son, as you wish. You have to spend your life with her. If both of you stay happy, why would anything bother me?
After a few days, Robert and Grace got married. One day, Grace started arguing with her mother-in-law.
I will not do any work. If you want to do, you can do. Otherwise, leave it. Oh dear, but when I will not be here, you will have to do everything. I will see then. Don't try to teach me.
In the evening, Robert comes home.
Hey, look, your mother doesn't work at all and makes me to do everything and argues with me on the top of that.
Robert goes and abuses his mother. Grace becomes happy after seeing all this. Now this become routine. Grace used to provoke Robert against his mother, keeping Robert away from his mother. One day she burnt her hand by herself, and in the evening when Robert comes home...
See what your mother did today. I refused to work and so your mother burnt my hand. After listening to Grace, Robert got very angry. He threw his mother out of the house. Son, what have I done that you are throwing me out of the house? Where will I go at this age? Think about your old mother, please. Don't do this, son.
Stop crying and get out of my house.
Poor Stella takes her stuff and leaves the house. She starts living in a temple nearby. Time passes by. One day, suddenly Robert feels pain in his heart.
Hey, Grace. I'm having a pain in my heart. Please take me to the hospital.
Grace takes Robert to the hospital. Doctors check Robert and tell Grace,
Look, madam, there is a hole in your husband's heart. We will have to find a person by tomorrow who would be ready to give his heart to him. Otherwise, we will not be able to save your husband.
Hearing this from the doctor, Grace gets terrified. She doesn't understand what to do. Robert's neighbor finds this out, and she tells this to Robert's mother. As soon as Robert's mother comes to know this, she comes to the hospital immediately and talks to the doctor. Doctor, please save my child. You can take my heart, but please save my son's life. Stella gives her heart to her son and says goodbye to this world for her son. Robert's operation was successful. The other day when Robert gains consciousness, he asks Grace.
Hey, Grace, what happened to me?
Before Grace could say anything, doctors come there.
Robert, your operation has been quite successful. You need not to worry at all. But doctor, what had happened to me? You had a hole in your heart. Your mother gave her life to save yours.
Hearing this, Robert and Grace had tears in their eyes. Robert started crying.
What? My mother gave me her heart? Yes, Robert. Your mother gave her heart to you. And now she is no more.
After listening to the doctor, Robert was dumbfounded. Grace also feels ashamed of what she did. Right then, Robert puts his hand on his heart and he heard a voice. My son, I did everything for you, but you never cared for me. But son, I told you, I will never let you fall short of anything. That's it. I kept my promise. You stay happy, my son. Listening to this, Robert started crying, but there was no use being restless. Robert's life was saved, but his mother was not with him anymore. Friends, a mother can do anything for her children. There is no one greater than a mother in this world. Those who are fortunate to have the love of both mother and father, they are the richest and fortunate people in the world. Always respect your mother and father.